Welcome, y'all, to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've gone live, so sorry about that. I have been redecorating and doing lots of stuff in the house, getting ready for the holidays. So had to make time when I could. So here I am, sprinkle, sprinkle. So today we're going to be talking about who makes the first move and why. So many of the younger generation of women have been taught to make the first move or to shoot their shot or do whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And that's for a woman who doesn't get out much. That's for a woman who doesn't have a lot of options. That's for a woman that doesn't have a lot of time. And that's for a woman that is more of the aggressor and who is more masculine than, let's say, a more feminine woman of leisure or a woman that wants a man to actually put in work and chase her. Now, subtle flirting is a little bit different than coming on aggressively to a man. So know the difference. Yeah, I'm looking very natural looking today because I've been doing a lot of redecorating and moving of stuff and running of errands and all that good stuff. I am not my natural glam self, my natural glam self. So I thought it would just be like more like a refreshing look to me. So anyway, so what happens when a woman approaches a man first is that he believes that he is the prize or that he is supposed to be chased or that he's the more valuable person and that he holds the cards now. So, and what if that man is not interested in you? Or what if that man is, in a relationship? Or what if that man is gay? Or what if that man is something? You don't want to approach a man first because it makes you look desperate and a little bit more masculine. Okay. Now, y'all remember back in school, like when you were little or in junior high or high school, and you passed a note or you told your friend to tell this guy that you had a crush on him? That's a in between type, situation, and you're young and have nothing to lose and you're just trying to figure out life at that point. So if you're young and doing things like that, that doesn't really count. But I'm talking about when you are a grown woman in the real world, it is looked down upon to definitely, um, you know, now if it's two women, like if y'all are in some type of, bisexual, lesbian, or whatever gay relationship, it doesn't matter. I don't even think it matters. I think it's whoever's the most masculine probably will approach first. But when it's typically man and woman, the man should always approach first, or at least let the woman know that he's interested. This way, she has the option and the choice to say, yes, I'm available, or yes, I'm interested, or no. And then, it's not really rejection to a man if a woman does not respond in the way that he wants to. It's just seeing if there's a mutual interest. I think a lot of people need to stop using the word rejection because that's what makes people afraid to approach women. Rejection. It's just not going to be an accepted invitation. That's all. It's just not going to be a mutual agreement to get together in the future. That's all it is. And when people start thinking that way, people will have more courage or feel better about approaching people. Like men will feel better about approaching women first, like they used to when they had more confidence within themselves because they didn't feel like weak. Men that approach women first are definitely, I feel, more masculine. And also depending how you approach a woman. Now, if you come on too strong, it's giving desperate. But if you come on giving compliments and a smile and take it or leave it type, that's the kind that most people, most women appreciate. So start with a compliment, a smile, and then ask, whatever question you need to ask. And if they're responsive, then they're responsive. If not, have a nice day. It was nice to meet you. And I hope, you know, have a great rest of your day. That's it. It's very nice, mannerable, shows you're a gentleman. And the lady might just change her mind after seeing how much, you know, of a gentleman you are, how much manners you have, how nice you are. They might just say change their mind and be like, you know what? Based on how you approach and take the I'm not interested type thing, then she might start playing hard to get. Now that is what you want as a guy. That's what you want. You don't want, well, she doesn't respond to me and I'm the prize and she's gonna have to chase me into. That sounds like a little boy in high school who plays on some type of team that all the other girls want, who peaked in high school. You don't want that type of energy. Okay. So women, don't approach first, but let the person have their say and you decide if they're worthy or not, or if you like them or not, or if you want to get to know them better or not. That is up to you. Now, like I said, women who are super busy, you know, and they don't have time to date and they're just rush, 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 rush. When they see a guy that they like, they feel like, oh my gosh, this is my only chance. I'll never see him again. And they become desperate. And that desperation is what leads to being, women being mistreated a lot. So when you have time, that's when you're supposed to be social. If you want to slightly flirt to let them know that you're interested and that they have the okay or the green light to pursue if they are interested as well, that's great. A smile, um, a glance that lasts a little bit longer, but let them do the work. That's not our job, ladies. So if that was our job, then we'd be there. And we ain't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Cash App. Carlina, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. It's early and you already sending me Cash Apps. Oh my goodness. I appreciate that. Y'all, the Cash App. Okay, gotcha. All right. So let me talk about one thing. When you choose to respond to someone, they need to know that you're not going to be, an easy, you know, and I'm not talking about just sex. I'm talking about in a relationship. You're not going to be easy to please. They're going to have to put in work. They're going to have to impress you. Just like when you fill out a job application, you have the, you know, uh, preparation to properly create a resume, to write a letter, to do all this stuff. A lot of people put more effort into filling out surveys and on their social media and on job applications and applying for work than they do in a relationship, which you are probably going to try to make last, or procreate with the person or marry the person or whatever. They put more effort into how their Instagram looks than how they pursue or have standards for their potential partners or people that they're dating. So make sure you make them work for whatever it is that they want from you, which means even your phone number. Okay. And it's not playing hard to get, it's how bad do you really like me? How much do you really like me? Are you just trying to see if you can score the number, or do you really like me? The way that you can tell if a man really likes a woman is if he is persistent yet still mannerable. And he letting you know that you're the one that he wants. And so when you make him work for your number, instead of just saying, "Oh my gosh, I just got her number. That's all I need to know that I could get it." Instead of him just saying that and not using the number, you have to make him work for that number so that he will want to use it. Okay. And the way that I suggest that women make men work for their numbers is you find out a little bit about them. He's like, "Well, why should I give you my number?" Then he'll be like, "So I can do this. Da, 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 da." Oh, that sounds really nice. I'm thinking about it. Then he's going to go further into whatever conversation that is trying to impress you. And then he's going to give you compliments and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, "Well, I don't normally give out my number, but I really feel like, we probably have some good chemistry or things to talk about on the phone. So, I'm going to go out of my comfort zone. Let him know that this is different for you. I'm going to go ahead and see what you're talking about." And then, you make them work for it a little bit. Whether it's buying you a couple of drinks, whether it's buying you whatever, whether it's keeping you entertained during the exchange or whatever. He got to work, man. He got to work. And so whenever it's allowing um, him to work for the phone number, that's what you need to do. Okay. So, okay, so someone says, if a man gives you their number, then they should have gotten yours first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because you're not going to call him. And if they give you their number because you did to offer yours and they really like you and their time is running out, if you have their number, I also would actually get their email, because email is less personal than a text. So I would get their email and say, "Oh, what's your email?" Or you get both, but use the email first, because texting is a little bit more personal. And then if they like you enough in the email, because they're going to be checking it, like, "Did she email me? Did she email me?" Then they'll ask for your number in the email. Okay. Mhm. Okay, Lori says the man she's seeing is a provider, but he's friends with 50-50 men. How do I make sure he stays a provider? Well, make sure you look better than all his friends' girlfriends. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And remind him that you're not no 50-50 chick. And talk bad about 50-50 from the start. That way he don't ever try it. Okay. How do you start asking him to pay bills? When he start asking you about when he can sleep with you. That's it. When he starts talking sexual, then you start talking bills. And let it be known that you're not the kind of woman that gets into any type of relationship and becomes exclusive to a man that can't pay any bills. That's just not how you roll. It's not how you roll. Women have different standards. You don't all have to have the same standards. Nobody has to get together and decide or vote on the standards that all women should have. You are an individual person. You have different needs and wants and goals in life than some other women. So if your standards say you must pay bills to be exclusive with me, then that's what they are. Period. Oh, Lori, sparkle, sparkle. You so nice, sparkle, sparkle. Thank you too. Okay, that's it. What does it mean when only unattractive men approach women? That they have money to spend on you. Okay. That's what it means, ma'am. They got all these savings. They got good credit, 'cause, they not going broke behind no women or no wife because they ugly, unless they are. That just means they have more money to spend and they're more willing to spend. Does it give men more power when they choose to leave a relationship first? Because it doesn't matter who leaves first. What matters is who leaves with what they wanted. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh. Yeah. It matters who leaves with what they wanted or more than what they came in with. Thanks for the donation. Yeah. It's never about who leaves first in any type of power. It's about, did you get what you want? Because I got what I wanted. You know, and also a lot of people don't realize this. If you're focused too much on a man, you make him the priority of your life. The focus should always be on you and what you want and what you need. If he focuses on you and you focus on you, then it's a win-win for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if he likes you, it's a win for him because he likes you and that's who he wants to be focusing on. You're so glad. Uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Miss Dory. Uh-oh, Miss Krista. No, Kirsta. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She sent some cash app too. Thank you, Miss Kirsta. Appreciate you. Let me see something. All right. She says, thank you for the knowledge. Okay. Thank you. Okay, when someone asks, what do you expect out of this relationship? I don't say anything. I say, I don't know, surprise me. Or, you know what? Let's just see how this goes. That way they don't have a checklist to hurry up and check off. Or if it's like if you're thinking long term and they're not, they wouldn't even ask that. Because a man already mostly knows that a woman looking for long term. So when they ask, what are you looking for in this relationship? They either think you're trying to get money from them or they just want one thing from you. So that's a red flag when a man asks, what are you looking for in this relationship? Because if they really liked you, they would be trying to give you whatever they could and wanted to give you or what you wanted them to give you in order to make you choose them for a long-term relationship. They wouldn't need to ask that question. They would try to even avoid the question and focus on trying to make you see that they're the one for you or that they're the one to date long term. So when they ask that question, they're trying to hurry up and get the checklist. They're trying to hurry up and do what you needed them to do to get into bed and bypass all the, and get their acting skills together. So you don't want to answer that question. Just say, well, let's just see where this goes. That means you got to try hard as a man. You got to impress. You have to properly court. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, AL. Which of the books should you start reading first? And it doesn't even matter what order you read it in. Just get one. It doesn't matter the order. Okay. Okay. Just buy them all and gift yourself for Christmas. Or put it on your wish list and have someone else pay for it. I don't know. A lot of you ladies that write me or support my businesses like levelupcosmetics.us or buy my books or elixirs, you always tell me in a little comment section like, oh my gosh, I got my man's credit card to pay for this, or oh my gosh, I'm using my sugar daddy's credit card, or yeah, my man bought me this, or my husband bought me this and that, or he paid for it, or I got his credit card. So a lot of y'all are getting the men to pay for this stuff, which as you should, sprinkle, sprinkle, and save your money. Should a woman make the first move? Only if she's really ugly, doesn't have a lot of time, and desperate. Okay, that's the only way she should make the first move, because that's probably her only chance, because of nobody trying to look. Okay, don't make the first move. Make if you're going to humiliate yourself like that, at least let it be a joke. Let it be a joke, because if you're all that as a woman and you have high standards, you're not going to come on to no man. You are sought after. You don't seek. What are some signs to take a break from dating? The sign to take a break from dating is when you have so many dates that you just can't date no more. And especially if they're not giving you no money. All right. That's a sign to take a break and get yourself together. If you're not getting any money out of it, if your life is not improving, then take a break, man. Yeah. Yeah. And see, y'all are so formal. In the old days, you just went out, had fun, met people, and just dated however you feel like. It wasn't a job. It was just something that you did. And the only time you made it a priority is when you were trying to meet someone for a specific reason, or if you were ready to, date seriously. It wasn't like, when should you take a break? It wasn't any of that. You just went out and did what you did. You know, y'all are making it too formal and too complicated. Just go have fun. If you meet somebody, you meet somebody. And stop dating online. Stop trying to find people online. These people are dating 3 women a week and then not calling them back because they have 3 new women to take out and show off. Y'all need to get offline. I'm serious. Stop dating online. It's like every time y'all ask me a question about dating, I'm not referring to online. When I speak about dating, I'm not referring to online. I'm referring to in the real world, not online. So when y'all talk to me about dating, I'm thinking outside, y'all thinking online. Okay? I'm not thinking online. You said all men line are the crazies and the leftovers. Okay? Get offline. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are like, yeah, y'all might as well be talking to people in jail. Okay. So we got to go out every day until we get no. That's how we did in the old days, because there was no online. So, DT Fabulous in the house, sprinkle, sprinkle. Every day after work, if you have a job, go to happy hour. Every day after you get home from work, if you get off early, get dressed, go somewhere. Yes. If everybody's at home online scrolling with their best old picture that's photoshopped or highly filtered, y'all aren't even gonna meet each other anyway. Y'all be looking at something that's not even real. And the chemistry is fake online. You know what I'm saying? And when you're in real life and in person, like I said, a man can see you, they can smell your perfume, they can see what you look like, they can see how you walk, talk, act, and they're willing to spend more in person than just trying to hook up or find the next arm piece to go out to eat with. And that's not what y'all should be doing. If that's the only way you know how to date, try a different way. Okay? Because y'all are doing too much and y'all are just a scroll. Okay, next 3. Go out with this one on Monday, go out with this one on Tuesday, and that one on Friday, maybe that one on Saturday. If I don't like one of them, they're not getting a call back, and I'm just going to pick another one off the dating app. That's all that they're doing. And that's all that y'all are. It's just arm candy or whoever they sleep with. Okay, so get offline. Go into the real world and be something that they can't have. Be something that's not even available to them. Be a challenge. Men respond more to challenges than they do easy pickings. So, like I said, you could smile, you can flirt by making eye contact a little bit longer. You can even ask a question pertaining to something that, you might need help with, but you never come on to the person. That's their job as a man. Okay. How do you make them ask you on a date? It has to come from them. You can't make a man ask you on a date, ma'am. If they want to date you, that's when they'll ask you. If you look good enough to be seen out in public with, that's when they're going to ask you. And this is another thing y'all have to realize. If the man is married, or if you don't look like they want you to look, they're not going to ask you out and be seen in public with you. So you got to look the part, and you also have to make sure that they're able to go out in public. Okay. Okay. So make sure that you are approachable. You look nice every time, you go somewhere that you want men to notice you. Now, looking good and looking presentable and things like that. So wherever you go, just in case you get approached, look good enough. Okay. Don't go out there with your hair all over your head or a bonnet on or, in pajamas or just something that looks terrible. Don't go out in public like that. Make sure you're always presentable. See, this is the problem with when women date online. They think that when they leave the house, they can leave the house looking any type of way because they're dating online. And the people in the real world, they're not trying to date or talk to. So then they go home and put on their hair and makeup and, look all cute and take a picture and then post it online. And then, you know, but the rest of the time they're walking around looking like who did it and why. No. You want to get a real man in the real world, and you need to look like you look like online when you go out. Okay. All right. Another thing is, I don't know why men want women to approach first, other than the thought that they want a woman to chase them. And when a woman chases a man, everything changes. Everything changes. Um, the whole dynamic of courting changes, and it puts everything in his favor. And that's why so many women don't have the types of relationships that they want, or don't find the type of men that they want, or don't find the masculine type of men that they want, because they're dealing with feminine or men who want to take the role of, the more feminine. So you don't want to do that. um, Thank you. Would I go on a date with this hair? Probably not. Okay, y'all have to remember, I'm not y'all. I am married. I have kids. I am settled in my life. I can do and look however I choose. If I were out there trying to date and get a man, I'm gonna put the hair on that lures men in so I can get their money. Okay. Or I'm gonna do my hair how I know we're gonna get them to approach and look. That's how I'm gonna do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And there's nothing wrong with wearing your natural hair or curly hair or whatever. What I'm saying is, I know what's gonna get the bag. I already got it, so I can do what I want. That's what y'all need to realize. I am already there at the finish line waving. Okay. I done already put in my work. Now, would I go out dressed up with my hair curly to a bar, a club, a restaurant, try to freestyle? No, because I know that men prefer a different type of look, especially the ones that I'm trying to get to notice me so I can get their money. Actually, it's not the finish line. It's just, I cheated. I didn't even run the race. I just got in with the person who threw the race. Where can women who are 20 and can't go to bars find a provider? Girl, I was in a bar. Where's your? They don't have fake IDs these days. Oh well. Um, Go to restaurant bars because restaurant bars don't really ID you unless you sit up at the bar. They have these little tables that are like behind the the little bar, and it's literally at the bar, but not sitting up at the bar. So sit at the little side tables in the bar area. Or go to a restaurant type bar where they have happy hour and sit at the little side tables. They're usually those little round tables or on the patio or something like that. Go to like a brunch type thing. Yeah. So if you can't legally drink yet, that's my suggestion. Okay. And I don't want to get into the hair thing. Your hair is your business. I know it collects money quick, and that's my goal. If your goal is to wear the hair that you choose and want, and still try to get the attention that you want from certain types of men, you're gonna be out there all day. Okay. Know it works quick, get it, and then pull the wig off, wear your hair however you want once you get the bag, once you get the brand. Okay, that's all you gotta do. It's that simple. Okay, here you go. Hmm. What do we do when we sit at the restaurant? Look good, ma'am. Look approachable. Don't look desperate though. Look like you're there to enjoy whatever you're getting ready to enjoy. Like you want to be there. Like this is my life, and I'm just enjoying the moment. Don't look desperate. Don't look like I want somebody to come on to me. Okay, don't give off that vibe. Give off the vibe that everything is just as you like it to be in your life. Because people are more attracted to that. Your life is together, you're happy, you're where you want to be, you look like you're enjoying yourself. And they want to see, why you're so happy and enjoying yourself. You just sitting there like you're desperate waiting on somebody to approach you. Like, dang, she desperate waiting on somebody to approach her. So no, you act like you are there on purpose because you want to be, like you're enjoying yourself. Main character energy, man. Get in there, order whatever you want, a drink, order your drink, sit there. Don't scroll through no phone, no. I mean, you can look at it every once in a while, but don't scroll through no phone. Look, enjoy the ambiance. People watch. Do whatever you got to do. Ask the bartender about whatever local is going on. Like, do you know where such and such, place to go get, hang out or whatever? Act like you want to be there because that's where you went. You have resting face, then smile, or have mystery face, like, or do your makeup a little bit different that draws people in. Because sometimes, you might have a resting face, but if you do the makeup look to go with it, it looks more mysterious. Okay. Can you read a book at happy hour? I wouldn't really make it the main focus. I would maybe have a book sitting there or, you know, thumbing through it and then closing it and then enjoying like a nice glass of whatever it is you're enjoying and then just looking around and feeling confident. That's how you have to do. You can't look desperate. You're there for the same reason that people get off work if you're going to happy hour to unwind. Okay. You're happy, you're relaxing, you're unwinding after a long day or whatever. You're there for that purpose. And if someone finds you attractive and approaches you and wants to have a conversation with you, added bonus. But go there like that's your goal to unwind and do whatever you need to do. Stay off of any social media, stay off computers, stay off phones, stay off all of that because it looks like you don't want to be interrupted. But if a man sees that you're not occupied, they will probably approach you faster. Okay. You said when you act feminine, it doesn't seem natural. Well, then act feminine until it becomes natural feeling and believable. You know, get into your character. Practice one day, wake up in the morning, and that's all you're gonna be like for the rest of the day. With the cashier, you know, uh, the people that you interact with at the store, wherever. Act like that all day. Think of it as talking in an accent, and you're practicing this accent, so you have to do it all day. So do it all day until it becomes natural. Okay? That's all you gotta do. And then when you need to turn it on, you turn it on. When you need to turn it off, you turn it off. Okay. How to know if he's really worth it? If it's really worth it to find someone else when no one isn't meeting your minimal standard. Stick with what you have as long as they're paying them bills, ma'am, until you can find a replacement. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be no food. And when I say replacement, I mean someone who's doing it at the same exact time and you know they're gonna continue. You know? So there are no dangers for women who are smart. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you have that conversation to have them pay your bills? When they start asking you for more than just taking you out on a date, ma'am, then you start having that conversation with them. Well, I don't normally go to that next level with a man unless we're in a committed relationship, which means he's a provider. That's it. That's when you have the conversation. When you start trying to get in where you don't haven't paid the bid in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh. How joy. Okay, how to be main character. You try solo dates, but your main goal is to meet a man ready to change that. Okay. The best way that you can do that is if you are available to meet men, if you have the time to meet men, if it's time for you to meet men and you just feel like it's that time, then you just have to choose to be the main character. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Either you choose or you don't. It's that simple. Either you decide to be or you don't decide to be. It's up to you. Wake up every day with a fresh start mentally. So today I'm waking up as the main character of my life. And what does a main character do? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. It's your life, right? So write it down. It helps to write stuff down, you know, however you plan on being your own main character. Mhm. Do you think he should open the car door and stuff for you if that's what you want him to do, if that's what you require? If you tell him, I like men who open car doors and all this kind of stuff for me, I prefer, blah, 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 blah. And he knows that and he does it, then it's kind of an insult. If you don't know it, because he's been dating women who doesn't really care if a man opens the door for her or not, then you're different. And if you say something, he'll most likely remember if he likes you. Okay. Hmm. Would I marry a poor but hardworking man? Uh, if I was really old, had no kids, and needed him to put in some hard work around my house after his job. Okay. Free labor. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No, I wouldn't. And not in my youth, not in my middle age. No, I wouldn't. I don't think, unless you need some hard work done. No. Okay. Unless you need some muscles, you need somebody to fix stuff. Unless you need a handyman. No. If it's gonna be cheaper to marry a handyman than to hire one every time he needs some work, I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. That's something you and your old age gonna have to deal with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, no, my answer initially is no. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Y'all, okay, let me give y'all a little bit of knowledge because I know a lot of y'all are raised in different environments, different financial, you know, statuses and all this kind of stuff. I'm just going to speak with knowledge. Okay, y'all ready? You can't stay poor if you learn easier ways to make money. If you cannot stay poor, if you learn, keyword is learn, easier ways to make money or have several streams of ways to make money. You can't stay poor. Staying poor is when you don't want more. And why would you want to be with someone who doesn't want to add? You know what I'm saying? To themselves first, then to you. My thing is, if you are poor mentally, it's going to reflect how you think and how you make your life. Okay. It's not hard because you can work hard and stay poor if you don't work smart. Okay. So, whatever job you're working and doing hard for someone else, if you were smart, you could do it for yourself and take all the profit. Okay. That's the difference between a worker and a boss, a hard worker and an owner. That's the difference. If you own your own business and you work hard for yourself, then everything you work for is your profit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you can't figure that out, then I can't be with you. Why? Because I'm gonna make fun of you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or, if you're just gonna do the bare minimum, then that's how I'm going to see you. And there's no respect there. Okay. Does my advice apply to all men or it depends? Ma'am, nothing applies to all of anybody. It depends on how much money that man got and how much he like you, whether he's gonna spend or not. Okay. If he got it and he like you, he want to spend on you, that's how he's going to do. This is not a way to get any man. Okay, because any man may not be attracted to you. You need to find the one who is attracted to you, who has the money, which is called finding the target. You don't find the right target, you're not going to get the right results. So when so many women are talking about, I'm not going to lower my standards or settle, well, the best place to lower your standard is that the man has to be attractive. If the man is ugly, but he's really willing to spend on you and give you the life you want, then overlook that. You're not going to see him all day, every day. Okay? It's not like you're going to be with him 24/7. He got to go somewhere sometime, or you got to go somewhere sometime. So think about that. A lot of times y'all want the total package and aren't the total package. And even if y'all were the total package and you wanted a total package, it's still not going to be equal because you're going to have to worry about somebody else seeing them as the total package, and they're going to have to worry about you because they're going to worry about who is seeing you as a total package. So it's always going to be like tense. So therefore, you need to find someone who likes you way more, who's going to give you what you want, and then live your life like you want. Okay? You just said that's your biggest issue. You came with ugly men. Y'all all going to be ugly when you get old. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You going to be rich and ugly? You going to be, but see, women, you can use his money to make you pretty. Y'all forget about that. Who cares if he's ugly? You're supposed to be the pretty one in the relationship. You want him to be pretty too? You supposed to be the focus, man. If you're the pretty one in the relationship, you know you getting everything, whatever you want. You're gonna be spoiled. You're gonna get the gifts you want. When people look at y'all on the street, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I know he paying bills." They gonna know. They gonna. I wonder what he do for a living. He must be rich. Da 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 da. I know why she with him. They're gonna know that you're taken care of. They're gonna know that you have everything you want. And they're gonna know why you with them. They're gonna know you're gonna have a good life forever. Your kids gonna have a good life, and you ain't got to worry. You probably ain't clocking in nowhere. That's what they know. That's what they know. So if you were to weigh that on a scale, I think it's okay. Now, when you're a certain age, of course, you want looks. So get that all out of your system. And once you get that out of your system, after you get to a certain age and you're ready to settle down and have some kids and get your house built and drive your nice car and not work and just, decorate your home, then you're gonna be looking for someone that don't want you to go and work, that don't need you to bring no nothing to the table. That's what you're gonna be looking for. Okay. When all your clubbing and lounge and bar days are over, and you've dated all the cute men you could stomach, and then you're gonna want to get someone who likes you way more and is willing to give you everything you want. Okay. Now, y'all are living in a fairy tale when y'all think, okay, the man's gonna look like Prince Charming. No. Sometimes they look like the beast from Beauty and the Beast, but they still gonna give you everything you want. And then they're gonna start to grow on you, and you're not even gonna see that they ugly no more. You're just gonna see that they give you what you want. They do what you want. They're just gonna look normal. Just like the way that you look is gonna start to look normal after years of dating or marriage. You're just gonna be the norm. So you look at somebody beautiful every day, they become the norm. You look at someone ugly every day, they just look normal. You stop seeing it. You just start seeing what they do for you, how nice they are to you, all the nice things that they do for you. And that's it. So y'all need to get over that or finish dating the cute guys and get the guys that are going to do things for you. Okay. Don't worry, I dated my share of cute guys when I was young. Believe. I got it all on my system. It was fun. I got bragging rights. I got all of that. Okay. But now, when it's time to stand on your business, as they say, be smart. You could have both. Yeah. You have an ugly one and a cute one. Sparkle, sparkle. But you all can do whatever you want. Y'all are. Who cares? Okay. All right. So, and when it comes to approaching, you know that they like you more if they're approaching and they work actually for your number or to get to know you or to try to get in contact with you again in person. That's how you know that they're going to spend for sure if you meet them in person. You meet them online, they meet dozens of women online every day. You're not special. You might look a little bit better than the ones that are available or the ones they haven't dated yet. But imagine if it was in person to someone who's not really online a lot, who can hear your voice, smell your perfume, be in your presence. They're going to be more attracted to you and willing to spend more. So meet people in person. Don't approach men. Let them approach you. Okay. Be smart. Make them work for that number, ma'am. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me check my phone because I know some of y'all be sending stuff and I'm not. Okay. Thank y'all for everybody who sent the cash apps and who are donating. I appreciate you. So I'm working on a little blog right now because I know a lot of y'all have been watching the vlog, so thank you. Appreciate it. They're on a playlist if y'all are looking for my vlogs. So just click playlist when you get to the, the YouTube channel page, and then and click on the vlogs, and all the vlogs will show up. So I'm working on a like before and after vlog for my room. If y'all are interested, I'm going to try to put it out sometime this week or next week. If y'all want to see the vlog. Oh, Goddess, Sprinkle Sprinkle, Goddess Tea. Okay. So if someone asks you out and it was last minute, if that means you don't really want to go out with them, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Appreciate you. Appreciate the donation. Or you became a member. Yeah. Thanks for being a member for 3 months. Yay. It means you don't really like them. Because if you have plans and they ask you out, if you have plans and a man asks you out 3 times, if you really like him, you'll break plans at least one of those times. And I don't mind like breaking plans for someone that I really want to get to know or like. It's not an inconvenience for me to break plans unless I'm already getting money from those plans. If I'm already getting money from those plans and there's no guarantee, we'll see. But if you really like someone and you really want to get to know them, you'll break plans to meet them. Because, Now, if it's last minute and you feel like, okay, they might have had a date and then they canceled, so that they thought of you next, well, then make them pay for it. Suggest an expensive place if it's last minute. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Universal goddess, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. So yeah, make them pay if they're asking you for last minute dates. I'm like, okay, well, I've been wanting to try this new place, and then name the expensive place or whatever you want to do. Thanks for being a member, Catalina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate it. So yeah, you want to go out with you that bad, then he might be able to spend. Okay. You're going to freestyle Friday at a bar? Any tips? No. Worst time to go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's when all the working class people go out. All the money is not going to be there. You're just going to be practicing if you go there. Men with money don't hang out on Friday night at bars. Not real money anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you want to meet guys with money, you have to go out during the daytime or a little bit earlier. Also, unless they own the bar, which means they're probably not going to be faithful anyway. So I really don't recommend that if you're looking for men with money. Unless you're looking for men who work, that have money to spend on you, and you don't mind that they're like, working class, then great. And or if they're going to be, some of them, like depending on what bar you go to, some guys are going to be a little bit older and already got their money, and they can hang out whenever they want. So you're just going to have to know how to spot them. But mostly you're just going to be around the same type of people that work all week, get off, and go hang out. If you're looking for more than that, then you hang out at different times. Okay. I have whole videos on that. Y'all need to go find the videos in the live section of the channel and just look at the titles. I have videos on where to meet men with money. Okay. There you go. If you have what you want, then who cares about anything else? Y'all need to start dating with purpose. And I keep telling y'all that. If y'all aren't dating with purpose and you're only dating for emotions and acceptance, you're dating wrong. Okay. So If you got something out of it, if you got something that you wanted out of it, you win. All right. If you're attaching emotional attachment to a date, you lose. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you know and make him provide for me? He said he can pay my rent, but does not seem very generous in general. Okay. I would definitely speak of the life that you want instead of the life that he, thinks you should have. Speak of the life how you want it, and he'll either back away if he can't provide it or doesn't want to, or he'll step up and start providing it. Either way, those are your standards. So when you talk to him, it's like, oh, you know what? It's so nice that you're paying my rent and I can relax and enjoy my life more. We can spend more time together. I can't wait. Maybe we can go on vacation. Like, just start naming stuff that you want. And if he starts to look like he can't handle it, then it'll be better for you and him to know that sooner rather than later so that y'all can free each other so that you can go find what you want. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You see how you practice eye contact, struggling with yet. Okay. Look him in the eye like you don't know how to look people in the eye, girl. It's very easy if you just do it. Stop overthinking it. Just stop thinking about it and just do what you got to do, man. Okay, y'all thinking too much. All right, that's just it. Okay, stop thinking too much. I don't know. I can't have trouble. Okay, well then just write down a set of instructions for yourself. Find person. Make sure your eyeball looking at their eyeball. Stay for a couple of seconds and then smile and look away. Follow them three instructions, and you should be good. Okay, stop overthinking. You said many stingy men everywhere. Okay, then stop going where stingy men go. Stop worrying about y'all are going for. Okay, you know who not stingy? Old, super ugly. It's somebody that don't look like they're supposed to be with you. They not super stingy. Go find them. They got money to spend. They got stacks because ain't nobody trying to spend it. All right. Anyway. I'm not doing all the extra work. Y'all trying to make me do extra work. Can I tag the videos that you put clips from? No, I don't. I don't do none of that work. Them people on TikTok be doing all the work, and then I just copy it and put it on my stuff. And I don't know what video they got it from because I don't do that work. I told y'all, I'm not a worker unless I'm working for myself. So I have no idea where the clips came from, man. I just see them or they sound funny, and I just put them on there. I don't put those things out unless it's on my actual Instagram. Then I just take them from whoever else put them out and put them on my Instagram since they're my content anyway. Y'all want me to do extra work? Mm-mm. Okay. Sorry. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. You said you're hot to an older man? Yeah. You said, can you get a decent looking rich man if you're hot though? Yeah, if you want to share them, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure could. Remember, if he's decent looking, he's going to have plenty of options. And if you look good, what if somebody looks better and comes and gets him from you? Then what you going to do? Fight for your rich man? Because he got women throwing themselves at him every day? Well, you going to have fun with that? I'll be shopping. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Rachel. Sprinkle, thanks for being a member. Ooh, 7 months. Yes. She's been a member for 7 months. Thank you, girl, for supporting the channel. Appreciate that. Okay. You gonna be out there worried about who he at, why he didn't call, who he's entertaining. You gonna be too nervous to shop. Unless you don't care. If you don't care, then remember, if you don't have the ring, you better worry. What if he's really loyal and nice, but still saving money? Well, then have another one that's really nice and is not saving money and can spend money. Sprinkle, sprinkle until he's ready to spend. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people put their life on hold because they have some type of hope for someone else, or they're going to wait till they feel like that person is ready or deserves. Live your life now, man. Okay. How long are you going to wait? That's why you have options. So you don't have to wait. You can say, okay, well, since you're doing that, you can't really do what I need you to do right now. So I'll make sure I get taken care of some type of way. There you go. No potential. Exactly. When a man approaches you and eventually tells you he's married, what reaction can I give him? What reaction I give to me this most? Oh, how do you get the most money out of it? It's like, oh, really? Well, that's too bad. Well, because I wanted you to take me shopping tomorrow. Or that's too bad because I was thinking maybe we could go shopping later on at whatever store, Victoria's Secret. Then he gonna be like, "You still go?" See, you're deflecting the fact that he's married and putting it back on the shopping or the money. So he already knows he's taking you shopping. After that comes the money. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna try to cover the fact that he's married by taking you shopping or giving you money. So that's how. You're like, oh, I can do that. Oh, I can do that. Why? Because that's what they're gonna do. And if they're gonna be out with somebody anyway. If it ain't you, it's gonna be the next chick because they out there acting unmarried. So who cares? If he texts you what you're doing, what are you supposed to text later saying? What are you doing? Thinking about you. That's what you deal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is your boss like? What if your boss likes you, but he hides it? Shall I wait for him? No, ask him for stuff and see if you do it. Start crying, tell him you forgot your wallet and you ain't got no lunch. See if he try to take you out to lunch or give you some little money or some change or whatnot. Start making up fake problems and see if you try to solve them financially. Okay? That way when a man starts spending money, that's how you know. Oh, AJ, sprinkle, sprinkle. When you go to upscale bar, should you order a drink or water? I don't get drunk by bar. You don't want to get drunk bar hopping. Okay. I would have one drink, sit there for a while, and then have a water. But because you might want to loosen up. So maybe like do the water after. Maybe one drink per bar, but drinking water in between. Thank you for the donation. Oh, Joy, sprinkle, sprinkle, sorry. How to stop feeling desperate when dating. To act like you're the prize, the main character, and that anyone that approaches you is trying to get your attention. And you don't feel like when you're on a date, you don't feel desperate to get approval. You're the main character. They're trying to get approval from you. That's how you have to flip the role. Okay. If you don't flip the role, you're going to act like the desperate person that's on the date. You're there to be impressed. You're there to be courted. You're there for all of those reasons, not to feel desperate. If you're feeling desperate on a date, you with the wrong man. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because I ain't never felt desperate on no date. Okay? Because I chose wives. You should never feel desperate on a date. That means you chose the wrong one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As a gay man, can you use advice? My advice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, if it applies to you, I mean, I don't know if you're a feminine gay man or a masculine gay man or you switch it up. I don't know. All I know is if you look better than the other one, they old or ugly and they got money to spend on you. I don't think that, you know, it matters. If someone is willing to spend money on you, they're willing to spend money on you. They're not. They're not. Period. Appreciate it. You say you told your boss you wish you ate breakfast this morning and he bought you some. It's simple. Exactly. That's all you got to do. Talk. Main character energy and talk. So, what are, okay, let me see. So y'all don't have to approach men first if y'all are smart, know the correct target, know who to flirt with, know who to stare at in the right direction, know where to sit across from. You go in somewhere, happy hour bar, lunch, a restaurant, and sit at the bar. You place yourself directly across from someone that you know you're way out of their league, or right next to someone that you know way out of your league. And make sure they see you walk in, they smell the whiff of your perfume. You make sure you like smile, make a little eye contact, and then they should have no problem with approaching. You know what I'm saying? In real life. We're not talking about dating online, right? So, hello, Norma. Sprinkle, appreciate that. How to make him text you more often? Be unavailable, ma'am. That's not caring how often he texts you is what makes him text you more often. Not texting him a lot makes him text you more. So back off on the texting. If you met him online, he's texting other people all the time because he has so many people that he probably meets online. So I'm saying meet people in person. And plus, if you're not a priority to him, he's not going to text you as much. Also, if you just met this person, they should be texting a little bit more than the person that texts you when you've been with them a while. When you've been with someone a while, they text you less because they figure you're in a relationship now and you don't need to text as much, okay? If you already texting too much, back off. Just, text less. Texting too much is like, dang, she ain't got nothing else to do. She ain't got no other options, everything I know, you're giving away all the mystery. And if you do text too much, you know what? Maybe you really like the person, but they're not feeling you the same way. So just try to think about that. Text someone else in between. That's why you gotta have options. You can text one, and to keep yourself from texting too much, text the other one. Then it only looks like you texted a little bit if you texting 3 people at the same time. See? Okay. Spread it out, man. Spread out your text to different people. Now, if you're not the kind that wants to talk to several guys at once, fine. Text your friend. Text someone else. Okay. You said how to make it sure he switch it up after being cold after years of dating. As long as them bills are paid, I don't care, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's not paying bills, then I won't be dating him for no years. Okay. If he paying bills, then you should stay warm, man. He's still warm if his bill paying hand is working. When he texts me while sitting near and can see me should I look uninterested. I don't know where y'all would be at work, at school. Like, I wouldn't text something back. I would just look at him and smile. So he has to ask you in person. Okay. You don't have to respond every time. How to know I'm texting too much or simply responding as I feel what, okay, as you feel. Okay. If you're letting your emotions and feelings guide you, stop. Sprinkle, sprinkle. True to you. Okay. Switch places mentally. If you are a man, would you want somebody spilling all their emotions and feelings to you in the beginning? Like, it's giving off desperate. If they want to get to know you, they have to put in work to get to know you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you know. If they're not asking you these questions, if they're not pursuing you, if they're not texting you first in order for you to respond, keep it short, because the more you tell someone, the faster they get sick of you. They have to unsolve the mystery. It's supposed to take a long time, not 2 days. Okay, not 2 weeks either. Okay, just if they ask you a question, it's like, you know what? The next time I see you, I'm going to tell you more. You know, drag it out, and don't be spilling your emotions all up in a text unless it's some sort of strategy to get them to give you some money. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to be taken seriously by a provider at 21. Tell them that you only date older guys. Okay. And tell them what you need. You're 21. Who cares? If you're 21, no one's taking you seriously. You just got your availability to drink liquor in a bar. They're not taking you seriously. They think you're a cheap date. You're just out for fun. If you want to be taken seriously, you need to dress the part and speak the part. Okay. You got to have big goals and date with purpose. That means you're not just going for cute guys. That means you're not just going out to drink. Okay. You're going out to meet somebody that has money, and you're dating guys not for what they look like, but for what they can provide for you. You're dressing more, classy versus 21. Okay. So you got to step up your game a little bit. Oh, Bernice, can I do more seduction videos? Girl, I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We'll have to see. I have to be in the mood. Okay, Desiree, sprinkle, sprinkle. Is their job important as long as they are providing, or should I look for men with certain? Girl, I don't care as long as the bills being paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As long as it's legal and the bills being paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. And you're living the lifestyle that you want. As long as they can pay for your lifestyle and how you want to live, I don't care what they do. In fact, most women don't really even know what their husbands do specifically anyway. They're like, oh, okay, I know the title, but I don't know what it consists of because I don't really care. All of them bills paid, we don't care. Miss Tippy, Sprinkle Sprinkle, how are you? What does it mean when he only wants to give you money in person? It means he wants to be seen in public with you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So means you're his arm candy girl. Or he don't want no traces online for the tax folk. I don't know. Okay, how to feel better about yourself if you're ugly? Decide not to be ugly now. There you go. Advice for 22-year-old women. Get all of that stuff out of your system, like dating for cuteness in a man. Write down what you want, how you want to live, the kind of car you want to drive, the kind of house you see yourself living in, what type of man you know for sure can give it to you. And then that's the type of guy that you only deal with. Okay. That's what you do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Otherwise, you're just going to be wasting your time. All right. Okay. Should you take the first move if we fight and I was wrong, or flip it? Girl, it don't matter if you're wrong. If he likes you, he gonna let you be right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If you're dealing with somebody who can't forgive you, even if you've done wrong, you dealing with the wrong one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to make how to make a surgeon propose? By being the type of woman he wants to marry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Tell him that you have to leave and go. If he really likes you and he really is attached to you, he won't want you to leave. Tell him you about to move unless the relationship is going somewhere seriously. Tell him you about to move out of state and see what he do. Say, well, I don't know where this relationship is going, and I have an opportunity to move out of state and do this, and that. But I would definitely stay if our relationship was going in a certain direction. So, I need to know because I have to hire movers. I have to, but I really like you, and if this was going somewhere, I would definitely pursue this instead. So, if he likes you, he ain't letting you go. Y'all don't watch Hallmark movies? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, go watch the Hallmark movies. The woman always get the job offer after she meets somebody that she really likes, and then she tell him she got a job offer, and then she pretend like she finna move, and then he run to the airport or run to her front door talking about, I don't want you to go. Can we make this work? And then she be like, okay. But this time you have a fake job offer, okay? What time do you go to bars? What bars to find providers? Da, 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 da. Say, okay. Go during happy hour or go to lunch at a nice restaurant bar. Don't go on the weekend because that's when all the workers go. So try a weeknight or a weekday on the nice part of town and the upper crust part of town, or next to a very nice office building where there's lots of rich men. Okay, that's where you go. Not the trendy places, not that, but the places where money is at. Okay. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, Joy. Okay, you're 25 and you want to date a 40-year-old who's committed relationship to provide. Girl, 40 depends on how 40 he is. Like, is he ugly 40? Is he old, decrepit 40? Or is he young 40? You know what I'm saying? And are you a 25-year-old that a 40-year-old would totally provide for? Like, do you look the part? So what I'm saying is, could you get a 40-year-old to pay all your bills with no problem and be able to pay his bills? Is he up in his career enough? Does he have enough money to get you and him? You know what I'm saying? So if the answer is yes, and you're 25, let's see, 25, you should be ready to settle down, get married, have some kids, go on vacation, build a house. Is he going to be able to do that for you? Girl, how long are you going to have to wait for that? It just depends on what he does for a living and how much he likes you. Okay. So 40 is too young. It depends, man. Is his 40-year-old paycheck too young for you? I'm not talking about his age. I'm talking about his paycheck, his savings. Does he own a business or he's still working his way up the career ladder? Like, can he afford to pay where he lives and where you live? Can he afford to pay your bills? Can he afford to put you in the house you want? Can he afford a wedding? Can he afford to marry you? Can he afford children without you having to work at 40 and you're 25? I would say 45 and up is better because 40, he's just getting into his 40s. He still thinks he's in his 30s, girl. When you about to hit 50, that's when you start getting real. That's when you start trying to do more, or when you have some savings, or when you have like um, the seniority, or 401k and getting that AARP and all that kind of stuff. What you gonna do with a 40-year-old? All he can do is take you shopping and pay one of your bills, unless he's rich or owns his own business, or has several streams of income. That's all he can really do. So it just depends. You said 25 instead of, okay, think about this. If you start dating at 25, you're gonna date him for a couple of years before you get married. You're gonna be 27, 28, almost 30. So yeah, the math is right. Y'all aren't gonna get married in 2 months. And what if the relationship doesn't work out? Then you got to start over. And if you're 25, 26, 27, you don't really want to waste time on certain types of men. You want to get in and get out, or get in and stay in, or whatever it is that you're doing. At 25, that's the age where you start making super smart decisions on your future and who you're dealing with. Why? Because if you date that person for years, or if you're dating just casually, after a few years, you're gonna be like, I should find me somebody with some money to settle down, because now I'm ready for life. Yes, at 25. It doesn't mean you have to get married at 25. It means you need to start taking life seriously when you're dating at 25. Because the kind of guys that you're dating, if you date them for 1 or 2 years, it's gonna be 27, 28. Then what? Okay. So think. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Let's see, y'all. Let's see. Anyway, so 40 is too young to get totally provided for, I believe. What are ways I can be more submissive? By lying and getting what you want and doing what you want anyway. Make up fake things that you're not going to be submissive for, that you normally are. So it's like, I never do this for a man, but you do. And when they think that you're going to submit to them by doing those things, they think you're submitting, but it's really fake submission. So just make up some stuff that you say you never do, and then go ahead and do it. And so they're going to feel like, oh my gosh, she's submitting to me. But you're really not, because you did those things anyway. You just made them think that you didn't. All right. Your boyfriend wants to get promise rings for us as an upgrade for our relationship. Okay. For 1 year. He wants to save more money and get another job. So I am more provided by financial. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all are in y'all early 20s, then that's nice. It's nice. And that's great for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This channel is not about that, but thank you for the donation. This channel is about women who just want to get the bag and date with purpose and get money. We don't like whatever you're doing in your relationship. It doesn't concern us unless it's beneficial to you and you're living the life that you want to live. So, you know what I'm saying? But thank you for the donation. So if you're happy and you're getting everything you want, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Are you supposed to go all out on a man's birthday if you stupid? Yes. No, he's supposed to go out all out for yours. You're not supposed to go all out for his, man. Remember, he's supposed to like you more. Now, how you gonna keep that balance or imbalance if you go all out for his? You got to do like whatever he did for you, do 1/4. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, always keep it at the 1/4, because that's how much more he likes you. for the 1/4. He did it. If he did 100% for you, you do 1/4 for him. Why? Because that's how you keep him liking you more. And how else is he supposed to impress you if you doing the same and the most? Okay? Don't do it. It ain't worth it. Go all out for your children. Go all out for your mama. Go all out for somebody else that actually put in work to make sure that you're on this earth, that had everything you have. Like, go all out for somebody that actually deserves it. That man is supposed to go all out for you. You're the one. All right. If you don't have kids and you got a pet, go all out for your pet. I don't know. But don't go all out for no man because you look stupid. Especially, think about this. You go all out for some man's birthday. He go all out for your birthday. You all do this a couple of times. He can't even impress you anymore after a certain time. So no. And then if you find out he doing something behind your back or whatever, you're going to be mad because you went all out. If we're just getting to know each other and he asks me if I go on dates with other men, what should I say? Lie. Yeah, of course. What are you going to be honest for? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You going to be honest to a liar? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Of course, lie. It's like, no, I haven't been out on a date for quite a while. This is actually new to me and I'm kind of nervous. Be lying, girl. Lie. Lie, 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 lie. Always lie. Because you already know they lying. So why are you going to come with the truth? Okay. Thank you for the donation. Let's see. Myra. Yes. I appreciate that. Yeah. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm trying to help y'all. Don't look at it as me being mean. I never could understand those type of women that go all out for someone's birthday, especially a man. It's supposed to be about you. Okay. Now, if y'all are married, keyword married, y'all been in a relationship for a long time, in a marriage for a long time, y'all got kids or whatever, whatever. And you want to throw a birthday party for him, invite his friends and stuff, great. But you don't do the most, man. He's the man. You're the one he wants to impress. Keep it like that. Sugar daddy only wants to give cash, but you don't like meeting up with him how to make him Zelle. Girl, if he probably don't like doing stuff like that online for tax purposes. Okay. Y'all gotta understand the tax stuff. Okay. Just because y'all are cute and young and these guys don't want to be having no paper trail. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He can't explain that on his taxes, man. Just go get the money, ma'am. You arm candy. Go to a dark restaurant. I don't know. Go to the other side of town where no one knows you if that's what you got to do. You collect the money. The IRS ain't looking for your sugar daddy, and there's more to come. There you go. Okay. If you want to keep the meeting short, bring a friend, telling him that you have to go drop her off somewhere. Make sure she don't look better than you. That's all I can tell you. Or you tell her, lie, or have someone wait in the car and tell him I got to run because I have to take my friend somewhere and they're waiting in the car. That means you could have a quick drink or a quick little appetizer, but you got to go. There, okay? So always use that if you don't want to stay long. I gotta take somebody somewhere. They wait in the car, or have them sit at a table by themselves or at a bar so the pressure's on for him to hurry up and let you go. Okay. You said you are basing your relationship on lies. So are men. Men base their entire approach on a lie. So who cares? You're supposed to base it on the truth when y'all sit up there lying every time y'all open your mouth. Then who looks stupid? Okay. No one cares. Everybody know that men lie. All women know that men lie. So why are we going to be the honest ones? We don't have to be. We can do what we want now. Okay. Because like what's the don't why are only the men upset? So you're basing your okay, we doing what y'all do. Don't be mad. You said not true. So you're telling me that you are 100% honest about everything that you speak when it comes to dating or in a relationship. I don't even believe that, sadly. Okay. And I don't think anybody else here does either. And whenever whenever a man says he never lies in a relationship, he's the biggest liar. You know why? Because that's what they tell you in the beginning to make sure that they're the only one lying and that you believe them and that you think that honesty is a big deal to them. So you keep it honest while they continue to lie and pretend that they're honest. We don't fall for the okie doke anymore, sir. So if all you do is tell the truth in a relationship, then you should be married with kids by now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And fully providing for your woman. You said if I'm dating, I will let you know I'm dating. Okay. Well, you won't be dating long because the woman gonna go date and tell you, well, I hope you enjoyed your date. And she doesn't have to tell you everything. You see, just like you don't have to tell her everything. Okay. You said you only lie about your job. Yeah, guys that say I'm dating other women, then why approach another one? If you don't like the one you with, why are you still dating? Why do you want to date a woman you can't even afford? That's the thing. Like certain women, they're not going to date men who are dating other women unless they're dating other men. But they're not going to tell you that because it's going to bruise your little ego because you don't know how rich this man is, how good he looks, or how much he likes this woman. And now you have to worry about being compared to him. Like, okay, this man pay bills. And then she's going to look at you like you're mediocre or like you're dusty if you can't do what this other man is doing. Because women can date ranges of ages. A woman can be out with a 60-year-old man and you sitting over here with your little call center paycheck. You're a joke to her. So she can't hurt your little ego. And if you're saying that you're dating several women at the same time, a woman is not hurt by that because she already knows the type of woman you're dealing with, the kind that don't want nothing. Okay. So a woman can date several men, but her range is larger as far as finances. So it hits different. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, T Spark, appreciate that. Just want to say you're grateful. Oh, appreciate that. You learn so much every day. Thank you. Oh, you so sweet. Thank you. Sparkle. Appreciate that. So yeah, it's different for women. We'll hurt your ego by saying, okay, we're dating several men, but one of them's a millionaire. What you gonna do then? Hang it up. Like, oh, I'm out. So what you must do is lie. How do you get your boyfriend to go all out on your birthday? By telling him to. Telling him exactly what you want. Tell him. It's like, this is what I want for my birthday. I want you to make up a list and give it to him and see what he can do with it. Okay. You said, have I ever been hurt? Yeah, as a teenager. When I was young and dumb. Oh, woe is me. I thought all men were perfect and honest. That's what they show in the Disney movies. Oh my gosh, they are so wrong. When you're smart and like you see a lot of people in relationships, you learn quickly. When you go through things, you learn quickly. If you're ever hurt, it's because you allowed someone in that space to hurt you. But when you're smart, you know how to avoid even feeling a certain way about someone. So no matter what they do, it doesn't even hurt. It's like, okay, well, you thought you did, but you're counting your money. You're looking at all the nice jewelry that they bought you, and you're like, I win, you know? So when you date, you need to date with purpose, because if you are dating with pure emotions and feelings and it doesn't go your way, that's when you can get hurt. But if you have purpose and you're getting something out of it, you still walk away with more than you walked in with. Okay. How do you change your husband's actions without arguing with him? By changing your actions on how you react with him. When he doesn't do something that you don't like, then, you know, do something else. Like, you know what? I'm going here. Start reacting or not reacting. It depends on whatever the situation is. So if you change your husband's actions by changing your actions, that's all you can do. Because if you should know him well enough by now to know how he'll respond if your actions change. Okay. Let me see. Let me scroll. How do you get your boyfriend to go out on your birthday? Okay, I already asked that one. I already answered that one. Just make him a list and tell him what to do. All right. That's it. Okay, here's the one I missed. Okay. How do you get him to give you only monthly payments but a credit card? Okay, not only the monthly payments but the credit. Tell him. You got to tell him. It would be easier and more convenient if you would just give me, and tell him what you need. And preferably when you look sexy and talking in his ear and where he's gonna say yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get him in a vulnerable situation. Rub on his leg while you're asking him, or whisper it in his ear and see what he can do about that right now. Get your phone out and start applying for whatever you need to apply for so he can click and get his, get your little money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yes. How to make him not forget you in any way? By not being like everyone else he's dated. If you're an individual type person, no one will ever forget you. So work on that. Work on your personality. Work on yourself. Work on not being a people pleaser. Work on not following society standards. Work on not falling in line or acting like every other woman that he's probably been out with. Do something different. Okay. What are y'all talking about in these comments? Who cares? Some guy? Oh, we don't. It doesn't matter. When someone says I'm gaining weight, it doesn't matter. Do you have a wager on how thin I stay? Then it doesn't matter. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me live my life. I'm a housewife. I'm decorating my house. Let me live my life of leisure. I'm done. I'm done dating and all that kind of stuff. I could eat now. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. When I want to lose weight, I can do that too because I got the money to do whatever I need to do. Don't you worry. Okay. See, that's one thing y'all don't understand. A woman can do whatever she wants after she got what she needs. She can eat one week. Look at Mariah Carey. Look at Beyonce. What they be doing? They be gaining. Look at Rihanna. They be gaining weight, then getting snatched. You be gaining weight, then be getting snatched, then be on a Victoria's Secret commercial. You know what? Let them women have their lives. They can eat when they want to, and they can get snatched when they want to. They got money, just like me. I got money too. I can do both. Get it. Get it, Mariah. Y'all see her new Victoria's Secret ad? Couple years ago, she was thick. Now she's snatched. Beyonce coming out, that's that thick. Now she snatched after she done gone on tour. Rihanna go out, she thick, got all that stuff. So she could put the Fenty plus size line out. And then she had a baby and got snatched again. Girl, that's what women do. We can get it anyway. We can get paid fat, skinny, thick. Okay. Y'all gotta look a certain way or have a certain amount of money in order for y'all to get anything, sir. So let me live my life. Sparkle, sparkle. How to get him to want to buy you things by making sure that he likes you enough to want to buy you things to keep you by his side. Remember what Michael Jackson said? Oh, I'll be working from 9 to 5 to buy you things to keep you by my side. Never looked so in love before. See? If he ain't all that, you got the wrong one. If he ain't doing that for you, you got the wrong one. Sparkle, sparkle. Should I date while healing from people pleasing? Yes, because it'll give you practice on how to stop. Stop people pleasing, man. Unless that people is you. Okay. Okay. Yes. Unless that person that you're pleasing is you. Otherwise, stop. And they ain't giving you no money. Then what you doing? All right. How to get revenge? Well, first of all, you got to have no life, and you have to have noticed. You said how do you get revenge on people that use your energy? First of all, you have to have no life, and you have to notice that people are even there. So first of all, if you stay busy and stay doing whatever you do, spending his money or whatever, you won't even really notice because you're the main character. So if you're the main character of something, you're always getting energy in return for just being the main character, you know? So that's why it's called main character energy because it's continuous. It don't stop. All right. So I know you're attractive female, but you tend to get super nervous and dates and meeting guys. Do you have date more so until you stop getting nervous? Sprinkle, sprinkle. The more you date, the less nervous you'll be. And the more main character energy you have, the less nervous you'll be because you know that they're there for you, not the other way around. It's like, you know what? Let's see what he can do. See if he can impress me. Let's see if he can make me smile. Let's see if he can make me laugh. Let's see what type of place he picks out for us to go to. Let's see how much work he gonna put in. Start looking at it like that, and you will never be nervous. Okay. And do it often. Date often. Okay. Once you know who they are, you won't be nervous. Exactly. Like once you know who you are, you won't be nervous. Because I'm like, you know what? Why you don't have to be nervous for what? They're there to impress you, to court you, to make sure that you're happy. Okay. What should you expect while dating as a 15-year-old? To wait another year because you're too young? Sparkle, sparkle. Thank you for the donation, though. Aren't people supposed to wait till they're a little older to date people their own age? If you're just dating in high school, I don't know what to tell you, man. This is not for high school students. Don't spend no money. Don't go all out. Don't be stupid unless that's how you're going to learn your lesson before you become an adult. If you want to skip the lesson and just know that high school boys are only after one thing, they're not trying to marry you. They're not trying to do the most. Um, find the one that with the rich family with the nice car, so you can get good gifts for Christmas, your birthday, go to dances and whatnot. So find the one that's gonna spend the most. They don't have to be popular. They can be ugly, a nerd, whatever, as long as they got some money to spend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be smart. Go out with the nerds with money while you in high school, so you don't have to look like stupid. And they could do your homework for you, bam. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Cleophas, sprinkle, sprinkle. Jordy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. Girl, I would date me a nerd, so I never do homework again. What you doing? Come on, baby, come do my homework. He gonna get you into Ivy League, girl. Get it. He could be your tutor, your man, do your homework for you, and spend money on you. Girl, go put you a nerd. You got to be on honor roll. Okay. You said those are the ones that play video games. That's because they ain't got no woman. They had a woman, they might put the controller down for a second. Okay. If y'all don't know how to do it, girl, go find one, pick one out at lunch that's sitting at the nerd table. Go sit down next to him in front of all his nerd friends. Play it up, you know. How to not be ashamed about your body count by stop counting them or stop caring what other people think of how many people that whatever you've done. Okay, because most men don't walk around ashamed of their body count, so why should you? Should you not have as much relationships or intimate encounters because society said that you couldn't? Or why would you be ashamed of that? It doesn't matter. Did you have fun? Were they cute? Did they spend some money? Did you get more out of it than you put into it? If the answer is yes, now let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all are ashamed of y'all body count because of who you slept with, not because of how many you slept with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, for example, if your body count consisted in nothing but millionaires, would you be ashamed then? If your body count only consisted of men with money who paid your bills, would you be mad then? Would you be ashamed then? Or would you smile? You know, choose wisely. You spoiled him and he cheated. Now I feel dumb. Of course you do, but that's how you learn. So don't do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So if a man asks you your body count, just start naming millionaires that you know he knows the name of. Well, there he gonna ask you to stop, please. He's just gonna get up and walk away because he can't do nothing behind none of them. Don't answer the question. That was a joke, but just say, I only slept with men who paid my bills. Then either he'll know that it's high or low, or he won't know at all. It's like, you know what? I've only slept with men who paid my bills. Nah, you got to do guesswork on that one. Well, how many men are paying your bills? You're counter it. Y'all know how to play chess? What's your body count? Well, I only slept with men who pay my bills and who I was in relationships with who paid my bills. And it's kind of a private question, but he gonna say nothing else, ma'am. I mean, he already know he ain't getting none. He can't bring your self-esteem down because he already know he can't pay bills, which means he can't sleep with you, which means not need to get up and stop wasting your time and his time and dismiss himself. Okay. Yeah. And I wouldn't even talk about that. Y'all must be very young and he must be a dusty. So those type of questions don't come up on grown men dates. I will repeat that. Those type of questions do not come up when you're dating a grown man. You're still dating a boy or someone that doesn't have enough money in their bank account to impress you, so they have to bring down your self-esteem. So you already know you're dealing with a liar and someone who's trying to manipulate you and spend less money on you. That's what you know when they ask you that. So that's why if you have to answer, just like, well, I've only slept with men who've paid my bills. That means he ain't getting none unless he paying bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, did you ruin your chances of getting hot and heavy after getting hot and heavy on a second date? How can I redeem myself when there was no sex, but we did have a sexual history years ago? The best thing I can tell you is to not worry about that. Is he paying bills, ma'am? Do he want to pay some bills? That's the question you need to be asking. If you didn't do anything, it didn't lead to sex, and he still likes you, remember the man's supposed to like you more, then he'll definitely want to see you more. But if not, who cares? If he doesn't like you more, the math is off. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are working too hard to be women that are being courted. This is why I say don't approach a man. Don't worry about a man. Don't worry about if you did this. Don't worry about if you did that. If they like you, they are going to be consistent and they are going to get what they like. If they don't like you that much, did you get something out of it? Did you leave with more than you arrived with? Date with purpose. Okay. Y'all are the ones sitting here dating for emotions and uh hope and potential. Those things aren't guaranteed. All right. So if you're hoping and wishing and wanting all those things to be guaranteed and you feel silly when they're not, don't be mad. Be mad at yourself for knowing that you relied on potential, hope, and emotions when those are things that you cannot, those aren't tangible. Okay. All right. If he likes you, he'll let you know. You ain't mess up if he likes you. If you don't like you, on to the next man. Somebody else will. Okay. Okay. What when he doesn't want you to go outside because he said, I'm worried about you? What? I don't even know what that means. If you ain't paying bills and you don't like me, you don't have nothing to say to me. Okay. Don't let anybody manipulate you or try to trick you if they're not doing nothing for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. So the way to tell if a man likes you more is if they try very hard to impress you, if they want to please you, they're spending money, and it's obvious that they're more interested than you are. That's how you know. Okay. They got to, action speaks louder than words. They got to spend the money. They got to spend their money showing you. It doesn't have to be a lot. It just has to be enough to let you know they like you way more. Oh, Brittany, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Otherwise, what are you there for? Mm-hmm. A man that tries very hard to impress you is a weak man. Yes, because you know what? A man that really tries hard to impress a woman It's actually called working to impress her. He's not weak if he's sitting there working to impress a woman. He's only weak if he wants a woman to impress him because he's too feminine to find his masculinity and his balls in order to pursue a woman like a man is supposed to. But he's a hard worker when it comes to pursuing a woman. So it makes him automatically more masculine than any man who's not willing to show his masculinity in the proper way to a woman. Okay, it makes you weak when you sit there and act like a woman. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. And if the woman is straight, she's going to be repelled by you because feminine energy and feminine energy is going to repel each other, especially if the woman is looking for masculine energy. So therefore, you're going to look weak to her. You may not feel weak. You may feel as masculine as you want to be in your own terms. But to a woman who is looking and trying to attract masculine energy, you're going to appear weak to her. Okay. So in your mind, you can be the most masculine man in the world, sitting up there waiting for a woman to approach. But to her, you look weak. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if they spoil you but expect the same back? Then they're not spoiling you, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because that's when you have kids and you spoil kids, do you expect them to spoil you as a parent? It ain't spoiling if they expect it back, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Remember that. Come on, we got to use common sense on that. Spoiling is meaning you're getting what other people don't and don't have to do anything to get it or do very little. It's like, you're going to spoil somebody and then, okay, well, you got to spoil me back. That doesn't count. Uh-oh, G-Lo, sprinkle, sprinkle. How you doing? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Somebody said that's called 50-50. Exactly. Look, bye. See, younger guys these days have been taught by feminine men, not gay men, but weak feminine men who want to take the role of the feminine in the relationship. And they've been taught to act that way. So when women see them or have to deal with them, they're automatically repelled unless the woman herself is very masculine. Then she will never really respect him as a man because that's her role. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Christmas is coming, but what should we be asking for? I don't know. Make your list, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, make your list and give it to him and tell him, make sure the list is good. Act like he's Santa Claus, and you make it your, little wish list on Amazon and send him the link and see which one he chooses to buy or if he chooses to buy more than one. Give him options, but make sure he got them links. Or just ask him for some money. Let's see. Normally, you're not talkative, but you can talk to your crush because you get excited. He might think I'm boring. Oh, you can't talk to your crush because he might think I'm boring. I'm not sure. Any advice? Main character energy, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think once you talk to him enough times and he likes you, he likes you, you'll be more comfortable because it doesn't, the point is silly if he doesn't like you back. If you know he likes you back, it'll be easier and easier to talk to him. If you're not getting the response that he likes you back, that's why it's hard for you. So if you're not getting that he likes you back, then find someone else to crush on. Okay? Because I ain't wasting no time. The less time you waste thinking about if someone likes you back, if they're not giving you the signal that they like you back, and it's harder for you to talk to them because they're not making it easy for you to talk to them, that's probably because they're not interested. If they are making it easier for you to talk to him, then you should feel less nervous. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, yeah. They think they're women. It's worse when they have a bunch of single male friends. The thing is, men don't think that they're women. They want to be treated like the prize. And in order to be treated like a prize as a man, you got to put in work so that a woman knows your value and she makes you feel special in her own way. But since a man don't want to put in work anymore and he doesn't want to properly court a woman anymore, he tries to take the shortcut, which shows that he's lazy, number one. Number two, it shows that he doesn't want to work to get the earned special treatment. He just wants to skip to it. And now men can say the same thing about a woman, but that's totally different because we're not supposed to earn it. If you're attracted to a woman, your natural instincts is that's the woman I want, that's the woman I gotta have, that's the woman I'm gonna court, that's the woman I want to get to know. And you have to put in the work because you're the man. Okay. Then after you put in work is when you've earned your special treatment. And it's never going to be as special as how you're supposed to treat us as women. So what they want is to be treated like 50-50, equal, or better without putting in any work. They want the shortcut. And smart women know, and they don't deal with those type of things because they already know that they're lazy. They're not going to make a good lifestyle, a good potential husband or anything because they're lazy. They're going to want you to work. They're going to want you to do more. You're going to end up doing more in the relationship. They're going to end up building on your back like Barbara the Builder. So it's a red flag that anything after that, he's not going to be able to maintain. Okay. So when you're looking at a man and how he reacts and treats a woman, that's how his life is. If he doesn't want to put in work to even just get the woman that he wants, he ain't going to put in work for nothing else. Not his family, not getting a house, not improving his career, not anything. So why would you even deal with that if he won't even put in work to properly court you? It's not realistic. And you're going to regret it if you respond to that. Okay. That's why men are supposed to approach first, impress you, court you, spend money on you, make sure that you know that you can depend on them if you need them, so on and so forth. They're proving themselves as a masculine provider type, if that's what they want. But they know women want that. But to fake it, it's hard. You can't really fake being a provider if you're not providing. So, and when they want to be chased like a woman or when they want to be the prize like the woman, you already know. Nope. On to the next. Red flag. Not husband material, not even long-term dating material, not even dating material. Oh, Michelle, sprinkle, sprinkle, appreciate that. You said stop trying to convince dust to settle. Girl, no one needs to convince a dusty to settle because no one wants to settle with no dust. Unless something wrong with them. Okay. How can you get a personal consultation? You cannot. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't do those anymore. Sorry. Okay. So I feel like a lot of y'all know better. Y'all should know better. A lot of this is common sense. I think a lot of y'all need to start dating offline and get some actual experience in dating offline. Because a lot of y'all are just a scroll, temporary arm candy, and then a lot of guys are just moving on to the next chick. So meet real people outside and get off those stupid dating apps. Oh my gosh. Unless they're just for fun, but also go meet people for real. Okay? If you can't get off dating apps, great. But go do both at least instead of just one. You said online dating is for men who are afraid to talk to women. Exactly. That's why it was created. For cheaters too. Yeah. Think about this. When dating services or dating hotlines first appeared, they were for men and men had to pay. Think about this. I was around when this stuff came out. I'm older. When dating, they weren't even apps. They were phone lines, numbers that you would call. And they were mostly for men. And the men had to pay and the women didn't. Why? Because there are men who are awkward or men that can't get a date and da da da. So dating online is mostly for men, not women. It's desperate if you put yourself out there, unless you're putting yourself out there with purpose and also dating outside. Oh, Sprinkle Cassie, appreciate that, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So stop just depending on something that was created for men who are awkward or have a hard time finding dates. Because remember, women, we're the prize. We're the ones that they're looking for. We're the reason why they started dating uh, phone lines or apps or whatever, because they couldn't get it any other way. How to flirt and get what you want by making sure he is the type of guy that will give you what you want if you flirt with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Having the right target. That's how you know. Like, it should be a no-brainer. You should be like, oh, I know I can get what I want from him. All I got to do is say this, rub on his leg, rub up against him, let him smell my perfume, and I got it. You don't want to ask. You can suggest it. You can be like, you know what? I've been really wanting to go shopping, and I don't like I haven't really made a lot of time, to find some stuff that I want. But I think that you know, plan a date where wherever you're going to eat at is right next to a shopping center, and maybe you could drag them over there after. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But otherwise, like on the second date, that might be a little bit too quick unless he suggests it after you start saying things and he suggested, like, oh, I don't have anything else to wear on our next date, or oh my gosh, my favorite shoes broke, or something like that. You have to let them offer it to you. It's easier, and if it's their idea, they're usually able to spend more. Okay. You said y'all ain't the prize, y'all are biohazards. Well, then so is your mama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I said we were biohazards. We're not the prime. Then so is your mother. Okay. Get these dusties in uproar today. How they gonna come in here and start talking about women when they mama is a woman? You want to hear something funny? That if never mind, I ain't even going. I'm not even gonna go that evil. I'm not even gonna go that evil. Let me just shut up. Let me hold my tongue on that one, because I was going to get you real bad. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and make it because you don't know no better. That was a nice one. That was a nice insult. So I'm gonna let you make it. See, the reason why I always say your mother is because there's so much worse things I could say. That's when I pull the nice one. Okay. Because I thought about saying something worse, but I went ahead and just went for the regular. Mm-mm. Okay. And anyway, your wallet couldn't even afford a biohazard. Just think about that, and that's pretty sad. Your wallet can't even afford a biohazard. Now you know you dusty when you can't even afford a biohazard. All right. Should a woman leave even if she's had a kid but man wants to build with her? Um, First of all, are you married? If you ain't married, you think sprinkle sprinkle. If you're married, you should agree with that. I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna build with you before you got married, or you should have the right to change your mind and say, you know what, I'm a stay-at-home mom now. You the husband, figure it out. Oh, Deb, sprinkle sprinkle, appreciate that. So it just depends on your standards. What are your standards, ma'am? If he can't meet them, man, at least he can meet them child support standards. Sprinkle sprinkle. All right. How do married women maintain their husband attention? By spending his money. Sprinkle sprinkle. Okay, that's how, ma'am. Or by looking good and always looking better, like you got options. Either way, or do both. How to get approached by the right men? Go to the right places. Okay. There's whole videos on that on my channel. Uh-huh. He What? You have a date in the evening, but he didn't text you. Should I text him? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did y'all already say where y'all were meeting and what time you were meeting there? Is the date set? If he didn't text you, did he forget? Is it a game? Is it really a date? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you meet him online? Probably met him online, right? Stop meeting these men online, man. There's too many women to text, too many dates he's made, and he probably never even planned to go on the date if he hasn't texted by now. So if you're dealing with this, stop dating online. That's the best thing I can tell you. Okay. Most guys will either text you 30 minutes before the date. So all I can tell you is that if you think he's going to text you 30 minutes before the date, be ready to go to the place that y'all had already planned to meet. And if he doesn't text you, go out and freestyle and meet somebody in real life so you can stop running into these problems when you meet men online. Okay? There. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you talking to one guy, but he's taking you on every date you wanted for 3 months. He's still a lost cause. Okay, well, 3 months, he should be paying bills by now, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If not, y'all wasting time or he wasting your time. Unless he's just dinner date. Free food. I don't know. Free food. That's his name, ma'am. Under your phone number. Under his phone number is free food, ma'am. Or date. Free date. I don't know what to tell you. If you haven't come up with any scenarios for him to help you out to do something, even if you don't need it, they have to feel like they're doing for you in order for them to become attached to you and invested in you. They have to do more. Okay. Otherwise, how are you supposed to get him more attached? Mm-hmm. What if he spends like 2K but doesn't pay all the bills? Well, get him to spend a little bit more. The more he invests, the better it is for you. And did he spend it on you or did he spend it on y'all? Because there's a difference. Do you have anything to show for it? Anything tangible that's valuable to you? Or did he spend it on y'all to go out with, to be seen in public with you? Because that's it's totally different. Okay. Some guys want to spend money on you so they can go out with you, be seen in public with you, hopefully work towards getting some from you eventually. But if it's worth it to you, then great. If you want more out of it, then you should be able to speak and let him know what you need and allow him to offer it to you, especially after 3 months. How can you seduce your psychologist? He's old, rich, but has strong ethics right now. We only speak about my anxiety. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't because they all expect you to be attracted to them because that's just what happens when you pay somebody money to sit there and listen to you. You always become attracted to them because you think that they're going to solve all your problems and that they're going to save you from yourself. Go find another old man who can save you from your bills. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe he got some friends. See who in the building next to him or who's in the office next to him, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting ready to, go find another one. He's the same age, and figure out what he likes. Like old guys his age, like talk to him, ask him about himself. That way you know a little bit about older guys. And then you can go out and get you one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't want the psychologists. You want to learn about older men through the psychologist and then go get you another older man and learn how to get his pocket questions. I mean, it's your time. You paying for it, man. Be like, you know what? Ask him about how his wife got him. Ask him a bunch of questions. So how did you and your wife meet? What did she do? What was so special about her? What do you think about younger women who date older men? You think it's a beneficial relationship? Ask them the questions. Y'all, you're paying for it. Then he'll be like giving you all the information you need to go out and get another old man and to pay your bills. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Should you compliment a man to flirt? No, not him. Maybe his food that he's getting ready to eat, or ask him about what drink is that he's getting poured by the bartender. Oh my God, that drink looks so good. Don't compliment him. Compliment something else. If you compliment him, you're desperate, ma'am. All right. I would never compliment no man first. Like, dang, you have to be ugly to compliment a man first. If you ain't ugly, you don't compliment men first. Okay. If they give you a compliment first, you can give them one back if you choose to. But you never go up to a man and compliment him for it's giving cougar, especially if he's younger, or is giving desperate, or is giving I'm ugly and I ain't got no choice but to flirt because it's the only way that I might ever get some. So you don't do it. If you're drunk and complimenting everyone, they may not take it as seriously. So I don't know. You said women always recognize you first because you probably in Dustville and you probably getting recognized by Pygmisha and Barbara the Builder and them. Okay, go to somewhere where there's only valet parking and $20 and up drinks. Bet you, bet you things will change. Okay, quality, not quantity. Think about this: if you're a guy and you frequent a place that costs a lot of money to even just get into, do you really think I mean, do you really think you're gonna like people are gonna take you seriously if you can't even valet park or buy some drinks? How do you ask for higher allowance without seeming demanding? Inflation. Talk about inflation. You know, all the Dusties be talking about inflation the economy. Start talking about the same thing. Oh my God, this economy is so terrible. Do you see the prices of such and such? It's so hard to make it out here. I'm so glad I have you. You know, last month when you gave me this amount of money, I barely was able to do A, B, and C. And see what happened. Well, I guess I gotta give you some more, huh? Yes, you got to. You said women are afraid to approach you because you look better than them. Okay. That's because you're a feminine man and you're supposed to look better than them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your type is Pick Misha and Barbara D. Builder. You know, the ones that you stand behind with your arm around at the cash register while she pays. That's your type, man. Sir, I'm sorry, forgot. I was talking to a man. That's your type. So if you look better than them, take advantage of it. Be the Dusty you was meant to be. Ain't nobody mad at you. If your value is your looks, you might as well be on this channel right here with us in the feminine energy. Why? Because you acting just like one. Get in where you fit in. Don't get Samantha Lee and miss your blessing being greedy. What? Salute to Tyrese, man, we are deprived. If that made sense to y'all please interpret it for me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It don't make no sense over here, but I appreciate the money. Okay. You know, like those type of men depend on Pick Misha and Barbara the Builder. I said they gotta eat too. You know, I ain't mad at you. You need a place to sleep for the winter. You need some bills paid. You know where to go. The first one he picked out of the crowd, she got a bonnet on. She paid. She look like she got low self esteem. All my bills gonna get paid next month. So you know, when guys value how they look and say women approach them first because of how they look and stuff like that, you already know they're immature. You already know they looking for Pick Misha and Barbara the Builder now. Y'all already know they ain't finna pay for much because they can't because they think looks are valuable in a man. Unless you're a salesman and you using your looks to sell stuff, hopefully it ain't yourself, but unless you're using looks to persuade people to buy things from you and give you commission and stuff, it's not really worth anything. Oh, T, gratitude for you and the provider. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. But I definitely know that if you are better looking than most women, and that's why, then take advantage of it and be the best Dusty you can be. You say you prayed about Dustin, he want to be involved, but I don't want to struggle with a child because of him. I'm only 20. As girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. I told y'all why y'all laying down with the why do y'all lay down with brokenness? You know what to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember, it's your free will, man. Do what you gotta do. How do you work on yourself to ask for things without feeling like I'm begging or because you're the woman, man? Sprinkle, sprinkle. When a man asks you for sex and he does he feel like he begging? You are the woman. You are the woman. You're supposed to be courted. You're supposed to be impressed. The man is supposed to make sure you feel safe, secure, and like he is able to provide. That is what dating is for. If you don't feel safe, secure, and like that man is able to provide or properly court you, That's your problem. But that's what dating is. They're supposed to try to impress you and make you feel like they can handle things if you were to get into a real relationship. You shouldn't feel like you're begging or desperate because that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to provide, even in the marriage vows. If you ever get married and you look at the marriage vows, providing is in there. Okay. And if they can't provide and show you that they can give to you as a date or a boyfriend, what makes you think that they can show you that as a husband? So you're only allowing them to show who they are as potential for marriage or long-term dating. If you feel guilty about that, it's because somebody taught you wrong. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. It ain't begging if they got it. They should offer. They should actually offer. You shouldn't have to beg. If you begging, you got the wrong one. Okay. All you need to do is mention what you want. Mention it one or two times. If you don't get it, you with the wrong one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know you can get it elsewhere. What if you don't want to kiss before marriage? Then find somebody with no lips. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Um, they ain't gonna want to kiss either. You said stop having sex for fun. If you can't control yourself, get on birth control. Exactly. That's why people in like some people that are poor or in rural areas, they tend to have more kids because they can't afford any other form of entertainment. This is why you always see more poverty-stricken people that have more kids versus people with money. Now let me tell y'all why. It's because they don't have nothing else to do but roll around on a mattress. Okay, they don't have no money to take you out. They don't have no money to take you to dinner. They don't have no money to take you on vacation. They don't have no money to go out and do things with you in public where you can't be doing it. So when you're broke, we'll be like, you want to come over? You want to chill? Then y'all end up rolling around and getting pregnant. So because you're dating brokenness. So when you start to date men with money, it's a win-win because if you get pregnant, you still gonna get paid. If you don't get pregnant, you're still going to get money spent. So stop dating broke. Period. Okay. And if you're dating broke, you better be on birth control and using a condom and something else, spermicide or whatever, just in case. Which I really wouldn't be doing anyway. Okay. How to feel relaxed when you see men staring. They're supposed to stare unless you're ugly. Then they're gonna try everything to avoid staring at you or making eye contact. So take it as a compliment, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ever seen a man try to avoid looking at you or making eye contact? That's when you need to worry. You seeing a man go out of his way to avoid you or make eye contact with you, you know you looking terrible. When you walking through the store and they totally switch aisles and turn around and back it up because they don't want to pass you, that's when you need to worry. Oh my gosh, I spent all day doing my hair and makeup and getting ready, and now I feel nervous when men look. Make it make sense. Okay. Hmm. Germany is filled with men who want to do 50-50 stingy MFs. Then don't date them. Or tell them that. Why do y'all all want to do 50-50? Ugh. Okay. You said I come here to roast people. No, I don't. I come here to help people. Y'all roasting yourselves by them questions. What does it mean when they stare but don't approach? It means they're not ready to approach. They don't think that you'll say yes. They fear rejection. They don't have the money to approach. They're married. You're not giving them enough reason to approach. It means all of the above. Okay. Did you look at them? Did you give them eye contact? Did you smile? Did you let them know it was okay to approach? Because sometimes men are afraid of rejection, so you have to give them a little bit of incentive to come over. Okay. But it doesn't mean you're going to speak first or approach them. Is flirting out of style? Um, I don't think it's out of style. I think people are so used to scrolling and clicking online, like you're ordering something off the internet, that y'all forget that it's a way to attract and to allow someone to know that you may not reject them if they decide that they want to talk to you. Okay. I think it's more classy to meet people out in real life and to flirt than to scroll through a bunch of crap online and get in line for your date with some man that don't plan to call you back in 3 days. I think it's very funny because I think y'all don't realize this, but these dating apps were created for men. Those they started off as phone lines a long time ago. And I'm trying to tell you, it's so they can get some arm candy and rotate them. Okay, it's because they tired of eating alone. All right, you go find somebody that's out there alone, drinking, eating alone, with some money that gonna spend on you. You already know he don't got a bunch of rotation. Okay, so y'all need to get off that stupid, all them stupid dating apps and go for real life, man. It's silly. It's flirting out of style. Yeah, if you on scrolling on TikTok and looking stupid on dating apps, yeah. Mm-hmm. That girl, what? The channel is not for that. For what? Men are most homeless people. Okay, wonderful. Sad. How long can they count before they start to expect sex? I don't know how much money they counting. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How should I react when my fiance says no or later when I ask him to buy me a gift like new shoes? The same way when he asks you for sex, ma'am. Nope. Maybe later. Like, no, later. Don't give him none. Okay. All right. Okay. If he gets it from someone else because you said no. If you get them shoes and whatever else from another man because he said no, then what? You know, y'all are silly. Y'all are afraid of the wrong thing. I'm afraid he's going to sit with someone else because I said no. Well, he should be afraid you're going to go get some shoes from somebody else because he said no. Okay. Why is it always y'all have to be like, oh my gosh, wait, if you don't get what you want from him, he don't get what you, then it shouldn't be the same. You don't need to give him what he wants. He might be afraid that you can call some old dude up and be like, take me shopping. If you look good enough, he should be afraid. That's why he would pay for it. That's why I say y'all always with the wrong one. A man should be afraid to tell you no because he's scared you gonna go get it elsewhere or find her out that you don't need him. So come on now, y'all with the wrong types. He don't like you enough if he says no. I'm like, okay, no, well, I know yes. I know this dude over here gonna say yeah. So now what? You said no, he gonna say yeah. You gotta ask the right one. Or don't be afraid to say no either. Arab man won't what? Full control if they give you money, then get money from another man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That don't need full control. How you doing? You said a lot of women are low key afraid of men. They get the type of men who are afraid to lose you. Y'all are choosing wrong. Y'all are choosing men who y'all are afraid of, who want to control you, who want to do all this stupid stuff. Girl, get a man who is afraid to lose you, and he better do what you say or else. Or that likes you a lot more. Y'all are doing that to yourselves. Okay. You say your personality is too sweet. Then make sure you find someone that appreciates that and still spends money. Because if you don't, then you're gonna be looking silly after a while because they'll try to take advantage. Okay. You said why are doctors dusty? Because they got bills. Girl, they probably trying to still pay for their medical school. They can't afford you. Um, that's funny. So if I think if the majority of you ladies start dealing with the right type of man that likes you more, not just a little bit more, but a lot more, your lives will be like totally different. Okay. Y'all are trying to deal with men who like you this much more or like you less than you like them. That's why y'all ain't getting nothing. Okay. Y'all trying to, y'all are trying to win at a game that you signed up for to lose. Okay. You want to start off with the advantage. You don't start off with the advantage. How do you expect to get what you want? Having a man like you way more is an advantage into getting what you want. Y'all are trying to find a man who likes you equally, who you like more, who you can deal with, who looks good on your arm, who's this, and then y'all are wondering why y'all aren't getting anything. So when the faster y'all figure that out, the easier it is going to be to get the life you want and to have what you want. Promise you. hmm How long to wait before becoming intimate? Are your bills paid, ma'am? Do you still work? Does a man like you way more? If you're just trying to get intimate for the fun of it and you don't expect this man to pay your bills because you already know he can't or he won't, unless you have another one that's willing to pay bills so that you can afford to sleep with the one who's not, I'm not sleeping with nobody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, y'all need to date with purpose. I'm going to repeat it. Date with purpose. What are you going to gain from sleeping with this man? Has he paid bills? Has he given you nice gifts? Like what has he even earned it? If he doesn't call you back the next day, did you get more out of the whole ordeal than he did? Are you leaving with something more tangible? That's what you're going to have to think about. Okay? And if you should get pregnant, Is that the man you want to be the father of your child? Can he afford it? Have you checked it out? Did you look his info up to make sure he can afford it? So these are the types of things y'all need to be doing before you even lay down with anybody, to make sure that when you get up, you got more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like you got more than what you laid down with, meaning more money, more security, more financial stability. Okay. If you can't, then don't get in the bed. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you know if he likes you more? If he's spending money, ma'am. If he's spending money, he's treating you like you're the prize. He's giving you everything you want. He doesn't really say no. You can get what you want from him. That's how you know. He'll try to make a way. He'll try to do whatever he needs to do to make you happy. That's how you know. If you don't ever have that, if you've never had that feeling, when you finally get that feeling, you ain't never going back. You ain't never going back to dealing with a man who does not like you more. I don't care what he look like. I don't care what. You will never go back to someone who doesn't like you more once you've experienced someone who likes you a lot more. Ask anybody in the comments, especially if they got money and paying for you. Okay, you will never go back. You'll be like, nope, sorry, can't do it. You look nice and everything, but you don't like me more than I like you, and it never will work because you're used to that treatment and you can't get it anywhere else unless you find someone who likes you way more. So you're not going to go backwards. That's why I urge you ladies to find the right type of man so that you can avoid repeating the cycle of dealing with a dusty or someone who doesn't like you as much. How much is too flirty when seducing during freestyling, touching his shoulder or knee too much? If he old, no. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's young, yes. Okay. So if he old, he ain't got that many more years to live. If he got about 2 decades or a decade left, you could touch his little knee or shoulder. But if he's young, it's giving desperate. Okay. The older he is, the more okay it is to touch him. Okay. Because he already know. You already know he's gonna give you something. He's gonna pay. He's gonna give you something. The younger he is, it looks like you're desperate. So the older it is, the more touchy you can get. All right. You need to be the reason why he want to go see what Viagra do. Okay. Make my doctor's appointment tomorrow. Just in case. All right. Because like when you're old, you're not sure if a young woman is interested in you and you don't want to cross that line. So if you're talking with a younger woman and you're an older man and she's like giving you physical contact, you already know she okay with it. So you're gonna be like, "What? Is there anything you need? Well, let me take care of that for you." As an old guy, right? So you can touch the old ones. Don't touch the young ones. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you find older gentlemen are so boring. Exactly. But you know what also is boring? Getting bills paid on time, having that direct deposit on time every month is very boring and predictable. But your bills is paid, ma'am. And you're supposed to be the exciting one in that relationship. You're the young one. Why else would an old boring man deal with you if you can't bring no excitement to his life? You are the exciting part of his life. That's why he's paying your bills and giving you what you want because you're exciting to him. If he was an exciting old man with money, he could go pull anything. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all know them exciting old men that be out behind the bar drinks. Hey, buy the whole bar around. Yeah, I'm getting on my sailboat. Who wants to come with me? All right, yeah. Come here, young lady. Here you go. Here's some cash. Girl, everybody want that old man. Did you get you a boring one who pay bills on time? Who you're the most exciting thing in their whole life, who they like way more? Girl, you can have whatever you want. So y'all need to start looking and doing things differently so that you can skip past the coulda, shoulda, woulda, waiting, broke baby daddy situation. Is he gonna marry me or not? Does he like me more or not? And go find somebody you already know like you more, get what you want, be done with it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, D, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said it's been a month. Okay. If you view him as a client, should you care? Okay. Should you not? Like, what? Honestly, if he's just a client, that's like a personal matter to him. So I really wouldn't be bothered. Just like my condolences, and that's it. And then when he's able to contact you again, then great. If not, sometimes people um, tell you things so that you don't come back, or that you give them time to go do whatever else they need to do. You know what I'm saying? So if it's true, if you know it's true, then just give them some time. If they don't return or da 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 da, don't do too much. All right, that's you didn't know them. Don't do too much. All right, y'all. I gotta go. But this was fun. I'll see y'all on the next one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all hit the like button. Thank y'all, everybody who sent the cash apps. And everybody, oh, there's more. Hold on, let me thank y'all. Okay. Kimba, Ashanta, Miss Floyd, Chara, Unique. Uh-oh. Israel, Corey, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Yes. Thank y'all, everybody who sent my cash apps. I appreciate y'all. I'm sorry I didn't shout y'all out as y'all sent it. My phone is like not, the sound isn't on. So I hope y'all stay to this so that y'all could hear me say thank you. And I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. Thank y'all to all the members. I appreciate you guys. And thank y'all for getting me up to 400 and what, 50 something subscribers. Yes. I appreciate y'all. So if y'all stay to the end, let me give y'all a little emoji in the permanent comments. Put the emoji that describes your current relationship. All right. I'll see y'all later. Oh, you said 480, 480? Oh my gosh. It was all the way up. Okay, I must misspoke. Okay, it's 480 something. Thank you. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Okay, put the emoji in the permanent comments that describe your relationship status. All right, I'll see y'all later.